Friday morning. Hey, that's when we get things started this morning. Let me say good morning to one and all, wherever you're at, whatever you're up to. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Grenada. We're live. We're live via GBN TV, channel 11, 7, and 20. Good morning. Those of you listening via K105, pretty soon we make that link with Hot 98. Link up with my bro over there. That's Gary, Mr. Smooth. We'll be making that link shortly. Say good morning to our social media audience also. Those of you via Facebook, share alive. Those of you via our YouTube channel, we say good morning and welcome once again to another edition of Good Morning Grenada. Hey, let me, of course, welcome my bro this morning via Hot 98. Let me say good morning to Gary. Good Friday morning, Gary.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Friday morning. A little bit overcast.
Yeah.
So if you are one of those who don't really enjoy the rain, I can't imagine why. Then, yeah, we're in for a challenging day today.
Yeah, man. The last couple of days have been pretty hot. Especially during the midday period. It's really, really hot. So getting a little rain to cool us down this morning ain't gonna bother no one at all. You understand? No one's gonna be bothered at all, this man. So we ready to go this morning? It's Good Morning Grenada. We due for that break. Let's take it. Then we come back. We get into a word of the day, the fall of the day, our riddle, and of course everything else in between that makes up Good Morning Grenada. We're coming right back. Don't touch it out.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple?
No. You shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenada at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Never fly kites near the power lines. If your kite ever gets tangled, do not attempt to remove it on your own. A message from Grenada, energizing our Grenada.
Our senior women's national team continues their CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers campaign. This time, they battle against the Cayman Islands on Wednesday, the 6th April 2022 at the Grenada James Athletic Stadium. Kickoff time, 5 p.m. Get your limited tickets now for just $20 EC from the Grenada Football Association headquarters, Queen's Park. Grenada versus the Cayman Islands. CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers, Wednesday, 6th April from 5 p.m. at the Grenada James Athletic Stadium. Feel the passion. Let's support the Spice Girls.
Well, David Revel to get your morning moving on a Friday. Yes, we back inside. Let's go live, of course. Back here on Good Morning Grenada. We back live via GBN TV. Let's say good morning to once again to all the viewers, listeners once again. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. We're getting set to chip into, of course, the word of the day. We have for you a fall of a day and the riddle as mentioned in the intro this morning. We also have, of course, your Did You Know segment coming up also. Get ready for that. Let me go over and say good morning to my bro Gary once again. We live. Hey, Gary, it's the first day of April. You ever put attention into All Fools Day? You ever put attention?
Yeah, that's a dying tradition, ain't it?
Yeah.
People observing that these days. You know what I mean?
I know.
Send the fool further, kind of. How many times as a kid someone pulled that prank on you? I remember my entire household was in on it one time. My entire, from mommy down to daddy, uncle, everybody was in on it. They gave me a note on a piece of paper written, just send him further.
I know.
All right? And every time it started by someone in the house telling me, carry this note don't open it. Just carry it to uncle, and then uncle will tell you, okay, read it, then carry it to that person. And then, at some point in time, maybe after half an hour, you realize, no, this is ridiculous.
I know. It has happened to me also as a youngster, man. You know, they send you by neighbors, and you go by the neighbor, and the neighbor will tell you, well, no, not me, go by that one, and you know,
exactly.
Until you find out, you get yourself together, and you say,
oh, man.
I'm just being sent all around the place, man.
Yeah,
those were the good old days, huh? Those were the good old days. The good old days, man.
Happy, what you call it, Tam Fool's Day,
April Fool's Day, you want to call it. Well, anyway. Hey, let's get into the word of the day, man. The word of the day for today.
The word of the day, it's a noun. Predilection. All right. Predilection is, like I said, a noun, and it is spelled Predilection. All right. Predilection is a natural liking for something or a tendency to do or to be attracted to something. The restaurant chef has a predilection for creating spicy new dishes. The program is geared towards students who have predilections to learning a skilled trade. Predilection, your word of the day.
Predilection. Let's get moving and getting to our thought of the day for today also. And here's our thought of the day for today. To do differently, we must begin to think differently. May I repeat that for you once again? To do differently, we must begin to think differently. That's the thought of the day for today. This thought actually, Gary, actually speaks for itself, you know. That thought actually speaks for itself, you know.
You can expect a different outcome when you are not really changing anything. You need to think differently in order to get a different outcome. Change your perspective, change your attitude. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Let's get into a Did You Know segment this morning, and let me take care of your Did You Know segment this morning. Now, the safest car color is white. Did you know that, folks? The safest car color is white. And here are the reasons for that. White vehicles have a 12% less chance of accidents involvement than black vehicles. Now, under all weather and lighting conditions, white provides a lot of contrast between the vehicles and their surroundings, making these cars easy and easy for other motorists to see. So, if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
So if you never like a white vehicle, it may be good under certain conditions to have a white one. You understand? And as it says, you know, you're probably going to get into less accidents because folks have a tendency to see you easier than having a dark colored vehicle. If you didn't know, now you know. You know, back then, Gary, a couple of years ago, you know, the car manufacturers actually introduced daylight running lights. They say it actually helped other drivers notice, you know, vehicles coming. You understand? But I don't think that actually held out for a long period of time. You understand? Really? I don't think it actually held out that long.
Well, I don't know of any modern vehicle that doesn't have
daylight running,
daylight saving light on, or I don't think you can disactivate it or deactivate it.
But you don't see it as prevalent as before. You understand? Because there were some issues I read about that where they were saying that, you know, it was costing the owners of the vehicles for one, because, you know, the longer you have your bulbs running, you know, the more often you have to replace them. So it was becoming a cost. You understand? And so that was one of the reasons. And so there's actually a way of deactivating it anyway, and most people were just deactivating it. So I think most modern cars don't really have it on again. You know, vehicles in the latter of 2000s, you know, say may have had those models may have had it. You understand? But most of the later ones don't. The newer models, they don't really have it that much as before. So. Let's move on.
Interesting.
Yep. Hey, let's get set for your health tip this morning. And your health tip comes to compliments of folks of Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. Gary, the health tip for this morning.
Keep it colorful. Different colors deliver different phytonutrients. So try to eat a rainbow of fruits and vegetables How about that? As simple as it is.
As simple as it is.
Include as many different colors on your plates as you possibly can. Some carrots, some tomatoes, some lettuce. You know what I mean? Mix it up.
Yeah.
Make sure the colors matches the rainbow.
All right. Well, that's your health tip for this morning here. And now, we're getting to our favorite part of the show every morning, folks. And it comes to you all compliments of folks at Sleepy Diapers. All natural, all organic. Yes, for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Diapers. Always for better. Let's let it go, Gary. Let's let it go with the riddle for this morning. And folks, listeners and viewers of, you know the drill. You send us your answer via WhatsApp. And you could also make a phone call if you wish to. And I should be able to accommodate a phone call on air this morning. But send us a WhatsApp or voice note if you're allowing your son or daughter to answer it. Send us a picture. And we will certainly parade them via GBN TV. This morning. All right, so Gary, it's a go for V. Riddle this morning.
Of the day.
Yep.
What breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks? If I may repeat, what breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks? All you smarty pants out there, get involved. Time to get your brain percolating here this morning. Remember, of course, you can send your, especially the kids. Send, of course, pictures of your kids answering the question or the riddle correctly this morning. And like GT said, we'll put them up on TV.
Yeah.
That's like that.
Mm-hmm. So, we certainly will give the answers out for those of you who, of course, answer it during the second segment this morning. Gary, due for a break. Let's take that break. And when we come back, we're getting set also for the AM edition of news. Let's take that break, and when we come back, we got the news for you. Stick and stay with us here on Good Morning Grenada.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
President of the Grenada Union of President of the Grenada Union of Teachers says local educators are under extreme pressure as they face the issues of students' ill discipline and the approaching CSEC exams. This comes on the back of a 2-year span interrupted by a global health pandemic. Terry and Blackman Stevens starts tonight's newscast.
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, is calling for a collaborative effort to address ill discipline among the nation's children. Having seen the display of violence among young people in public recently, Bartholomew said the issue is one that also confronts teachers. He says there is a level of fear among teachers with regards to some students.
We met with teachers, and that whole discussion, the frustration from teachers. Some teachers feel they reach breaking point, boiling point. They cannot take it anymore, and they're getting it from the students to that frustration in terms of preparing for exams and that pressure. And so I think there is a problem. There is a real problem here. So we are asking the Ministry of Education to take note of that. And it seems that this problem is just beyond counseling, just sending counselors in school to deal with the situation.
Back in the classroom fully in January, it's now preparation time for students sitting the CPEA and CXC exams. However, teachers are concerned that the students may not be adequately prepared. He said the reality is that many students are behind in their SBAs and the rest of the student population is behind with their syllabus and preparation for CXC due to the impact of COVID-19. Bartholomew said a request was made to CXC to delay the exam this year. However, this was denied. The GUT president says the challenges faced this year are not unique to Grenada.
It appears what we've been learning from CXC and the conference is that there are some governments, Ministry of Education in the region, they are the ones who call the shots with CXC. All right, so CXC doesn't really call the shots in the school. So if the Ministries of Education and the Ministers of Education say to CXC, well, our country is normal, everything seems to be at this reasonable okay, and they push for the exam.
Bartholomew explained CXC's reasoning behind the denial.
They're saying when you delay the exams, if you delay the exams, you delay everything else for the students. You delay them from registering for college and universities and all those things. But then again, the teachers, the principals, the various units, they are the ones that are feeling the pressure and they're saying, wait a while. It seems that the emphasis is just on exams for the children. It seems that at any cost, all right? So at any cost, the children must finish their exams, do their exams, but they do not take into consideration psychological and emotional stress and pressures that are taking place with the nation's children and taking place with our teachers.
Cherry Blackman, Stephen, GBN News.
Another journey has begun for the new batch of Imani trainees, which for the first time includes a quota of differently abled individuals. Jared Joseph has the details of Batch 8, which was launched on Thursday.
Participants in Batch 8 of the new Imani program are being admonished to not quit after the first sign of a challenge, while maintaining an appetite for growth and success. Minister with responsibility for youth development, Keith Lewis Peters, told the trainees that the journey depends on their attitude and ambition.
At any time during the next few years, anytime you think of opting out of this journey, remember where you came from. Remember today and the enthusiasm you had and the excitement about the journey ahead. And when tough times roll on, also remember tomorrow. Tomorrow is a powerful word. Tomorrow spells potential. Tomorrow spells transformation. And tomorrow spells redemption.
Around 1,000 participants, inclusive of 17 differently abled individuals from the Grenada National Council for the Disabled, have been registered in the newest batch of Imani trainees. Minister Lewis Peters encouraged the trainees to take every and all opportunity to grow.
Ultimately, we will want many of you, with the training and experiences you will get, to create your own niches, to come up with new ideas, create your own path. You are being handed an open canvas. Paint it in your own fashion.
Prime Minister and Minister for Youth Development, Dr. Kit Mitchell, called on the trainees to embrace the chance for personal development, which can ultimately lead to permanent employment opportunities.
Friends, some of you will become businessmen in your own right. And that is something we are looking for. A society where people will not just work for somebody, but people will let others work for them, so to speak. So this is a message, one message that I want you to take from this morning's exercise.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell took a moment on Thursday to address critics of the new Imani program. Dr. Mitchell, while noting that the program has not yet reached its optimum potential, says they are continuously reviewing and identifying the weaknesses while finding solutions.
Cannot stand is when I hear some people say, we're wasting money on the Imani program because some of the young people may not have met the fundamental objectives as indicated by the program. And I say to all of them, no cent your government spent on the future of our young people must be defined as wasted, sisters and brothers.
The Prime Minister said the ongoing assessments have resulted in 2 inclusions in Batch 8, such as provisions for people who are differently abled. He also cautioned his administration against Imani trainees going beyond the stipulated period of their time in the program.
I say to you and my own government, the Imani program is 2 years. 2 years. And therefore, we should not be calling anyone after that an Imani. That means, sisters and brothers, if we have them employed and given useful service, we have a fundamental responsibility. A fundamental responsibility to correct this. Pay them for the service they provide, not for the name that they came into the program to give.
Moving now to other news, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin believes underreporting issues experienced by farmers gives a false account of the prettier larceny issue in Grenada. As promised, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin met with the farming community on Wednesday to collaborate in finding ways to tackle the issue of predial larceny. Predial larceny continues to plague many farmers across the country. Many of them lose their investments at the hands of thieves, and many times the incidents go unreported. The Commissioner says underreporting has a part to play in the statistics shown for predial larceny, which gives a false account of the problem in Grenada.
Predial larceny from this statistics suggests that only 3% of total reported crimes. And it may lead one to say we do not have a predial larceny problem. Our intelligence and our information from the ground, the plethora of complaints that we are having from members of the public and the farming community suggests that while it is fact that this is what is reported, we do have a problem. The facts are not there. And we believe that we are suffering from underreporting, where you go to your farm and you see some produce gone and you just can't bother. Because you get lost in the court, the police didn't come, whatever the case may be, but you don't bother. And you start eating your own losses, leading into your own frustrations that probably might affect your motivation for farming. So we believe that there are 2 factors contributing to this. Underreporting and also unknown, because some farmers, you may not even be going to the farm, you don't even know if you lose stuff in the day or yesterday.
Commissioner Martin reassured the farmers that high on the Royal Grenada Police Force's agenda towards safer communities is eradicating predial larceny.
We are here this afternoon to focus on the issue of predial larceny, and it is driven predominantly by the RGPF's overall strategic focus, which starts back in 2021. The issue of farming and predial issues are the foundation of all of which we do as it relates to helping our farmers. So we are hoping to initiate and trigger this process by first looking at the issue of predial larceny, and then of course to broaden the focus and that touches and concerns all other aspects of the agricultural sector that has an impact and relationship with law enforcement.
The meeting was held last week in Grenville.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near near electrical poles and wires. You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple?
No. You shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenada at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Never fly kites near the power lines. If your kite ever gets tangled, do not attempt to remove it on your own. A message from Grenada, energizing our Grenada.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
No, that's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell gave the commitment that his government will give the housing situation in the country priority following the next general election. The promise was made as keys to another set of units were handed over to government this week from the People's Republic of China. Christina John tells us more in this report.
647 families will soon take up residence in the Chinese low-income housing units at their 5 locations. Phase 2 of this project saw the construction of housing units at Boucherjou St. George, Dumfries Carriacou, St. Patrick, St. David, and St. Mark. The handing over ceremony of the Boucherjou units took place on Tuesday.
A major plank of government coming in after the next election will be more attack on serious development of housing stocks throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We are committing ourselves to this. The need for low-income housing, a little above low-income housing, and in some middle income. But we are looking at lands in several areas because the need is enormous. And whatever we do now will not meet even a small portion of it. So housing has to be a major factor going forward.
Minister for Social Development and Housing, Delma Thomas, was present for the handover of keys.
In the coming weeks, people will be able to occupy these houses after the processes of admission is completed. We have more applicants for these houses than we have units. And I say more applicants. In fact, we have maybe 5 times more applicants for each side than we have units. And so the team that is in place must review through a transparent process all applicants to ensure, based on clear criteria, that the most in need are given priority.
Chinese ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Wei Hongtian, assures that the maintenance team will remain on the island for approximately 2 years to address any issue that may occur at the unit.
Honorable Prime Minister, honorable ministers, today, on behalf of the Chinese government, I have the great honor to officially hand over these 647 house units to you, and through you to the government of Grenada and the people of Grenada.
Officials say the second phase of Chinese housing units is built to a different standard than the first batch. A fitness area has been incorporated as well as a division to accommodate a maintenance crew and equipment. These elements were not included in phase 1. Windows are also being adjusted to local standards. St. David has the largest number of units, 222 units. The project was led by the Beijing Construction Engineering Company. Christelina John, GBN News.
You mentioned the wing high, then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power there.
It is kind of like you say, man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Spread diseases, so cover coughs and sneezes, please. Not with a rag or bandana. They trap germs. When you use the rag again, you put germs on your hands and everything else you touch. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with tissue. Throw the tissue in a bin and wash your hands afterwards. If you don't have a tissue, cough into your sleeve or elbow. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are also effective in cleaning hands.
We're back live here on K105, also via GBN TV or social media platforms. Good morning. Also hitting back live via, of course, sister station Hot 98. Let me see, my bro Gary's ready for me. Yeah, he's ready for me. Hey, Gary, good morning, my brother. We're back live.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning to our friends on Facebook Live. Once again, don't forget to share the live. We'll appreciate that. Let's reach as many people as we possibly can.
Yes.
GBN to the world.
Man. Hey, Gary, we got results for the riddle. We're going to do that shortly, but let me hit you up that date once again. Constantly got to tell you about the date. June 4th. And there's that official ad that is out right now. I'm going to play it in the background soon as, of course, the Master Control pops up. That lovely picture that is featured always when we talk about it. June the 4th, 2022. And I suddenly want you to say, Gary, what's happening?
It's King of the grill.
Yeah, man.
You know what's up. All right, coming down,
grill.
Enjoy all the barbecue and the grill stuff that only Grenada's best chefs get put together.
All right. I'm going to play this in the background for a minute, man. Let me play this.
The most anticipated family fun-filled event on the GBN calendar is back. The Maggie King of the Grill. Join us on June 4th at Mount Rouge. Be part of the culinary masterpiece as the best grillers on island compete for the coveted title of the Maggie King of the Grill. Think you have what it takes? Then register now. Be part of the action. June 4th. Book your spot. If not, step away from the grill. If you can't handle the heat.
Guy, you think you can handle the heat, man? If you think you can handle the heat,
I can always bring the heat.
Yeah, you can bring the heat. Well, you're on the morning heat. Yeah, on the morning heat anyway.
Hey, don't forget registration is ongoing.
Yep.
Make sure you get signed up today if you think you got what it takes. Of course, you can send an email at sales@gbn.gd or you can call 440-3033 if you want to participate. All right. Good. Hey, they say registration closed on March the 31st.
Oh, I guess so.
Maybe if they're in a good mood, they'll extend
it. Probably get to you today. You never know, right? You never know. You probably could pop by today. We've always been generous here at GBN, so they're probably going to take care of you today. You just never know, right? Never know. Hey, we're moving on there, Gary. I'm looking at my list this morning, and we're into the month of April. But there's no All Fool's Day, but there's no scheduled cruise ship for today. All right, I'm not sure if there's a viewer over there watching GBN TV or a listener listening to K105 Hot 98, and from their vantage point, they can see the port.
We usually have a correspondent somewhere in the what you call up there again, buddy?
Is it the Montjalou area? All right.
So maybe they got some intel on us. You can probably furnish us with that information if you do.
On my list, I'm not seeing any cruise ships scheduled until Monday, the 4th of April. All right?
There you go.
I'm not seeing anything scheduled until Monday the 4th. But if there's any schedule, you can always send us out via WhatsApp, and we'll certainly let the folks know if there's any cruise ship happening. It will be in port today. All right?
Yep.
So we're moving on. Gary, ready for the answers for the quiz we turned out this morning, and there's been some interesting response. Let's see if we can throw them out this morning. And the youngsters who have participated as usual, we're going to parade you via GBN TV this morning. So let's get some of the answers in. Let me see some of the answers. I'm going to play some of the voice notes, folks, before I talk about the written ones. Let me play some of the voice notes first. Let me get this out of the way just a little bit, and let me play some of the voice notes of the youngsters. This first one, Gary.
Good morning, my name is Ronald Eno, and the answer is day and night.
We're gonna think about that in a short, if he's correct or not. What do you think, Gary?
Well, let's hear what the others
Let's hear what the others have to say.
Good morning, my name is Moshe Pascal, and the answer is a feather.
The answer is a feather.
A feather?
That's interesting.
What was the riddle again?
The riddle is the riddle was actually
what bricks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks. Okay,
I get her point where she's coming from, but let's try another.
I like it though.
Let's try another this morning. Let's see if this young no more. Let me see. This is all the written ones per se. Let me see if I could get another. Most of the other folks have sent me written messages. Let's try another voice note. Let's see what this youngster says.
My name is Ashley Regis, and I think the answer is hot.
Hot. That's an interesting answer, Gary.
What bricks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks.
I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect that one to be that tough.
That's a unique answer. Right?
Very, very, very unique answer.
But I like it.
Yeah, let's try this one.
Good morning. My name is Shelley and Benjamin. Day and night never fall or never breaks.
You decide find that answer there?
This one have me coughing. All right, that's all we got.
Well, that's only the voice notes per se with the answers this morning. That's only the voice notes. But is it actually the answer we're looking for?
Yeah, the correct answer is
break of day.
Break of day.
Break of day. That should be the correct answer.
That's the correct answer?
Yeah.
But those who say day and night, I think you're onto something as well. You know?
We give you some credit for that.
Yeah.
But the actual answer is break of day. So only who were that close. In terms, there were some folks who actually sent it via the written messages, not the actual voice notes. And someone gives it dawn, morning break, night falls. All right, that was one answer there. We also had an answer where someone says the answer is night. And that's from Zaria Peters. She said she gave that answer. There's another answer, another written one. Good morning. The answer is day and night. Those along that those answers along that line.
You get points there too.
You get some points. You may not get the full mark in terms of what we wanted, but to a point you are correct. So. All right. Congratulations all once again. And we did have some youngsters being paraded who participated via the voice notes. So congratulations.
Hey, thank you guys, man.
Yep.
Hey, lead singer of the reggae group Mighty Diamonds. I don't know how many of you all heard that news came out yesterday, I think. He was shot and killed during a drive-by shooting on Tuesday night. Now, police have confirmed that bit of information. Tabby Diamond. Yeah, he was among 2 people killed during the incident that had 3 people injured, and the St. Andrew South community in Jamaica. So Tabby from Mighty Diamond has been killed. I don't know if Master Control's got a picture there, but they can put it up. You know, I was actually last evening looking at a video of him way hours before this incident, Gary, and he was like enjoying himself, dancing along with some other friends, and and look at that happen, man. So sad. It is believed that he was actually the intended target. Apparently, a family member of his was involved in gang-related violence, and as a result of that. In some form of retribution. He was attacked and killed. And he had a unique voice, Gary. If you ever listen to his music or I've ever paid attention to his music or the music from that particular group, the Mighty Diamonds, he had a very unique voice. As a youngster growing up, I remember hearing they playing, Well, one of their songs is called Pass the Coochie. So, Master Control, if you got that on cue, let's take just a little listen so you can, of course, add some relevance to this bit of news and to the artist himself, if you're in case wondering who is Tabby from Mighty Diamonds. He was the lead vocalist in the group.
All right.
And he was 67.
Yeah.
What a sad way to
go, man. Wow. Things that happen in this world, man. We still haven't got that clip popping up as yet, Gary, so it's just so sad that happens. We've seen a lot of artists these days, of course, not in the way that Black didn't lose his life that way, but Blacks didn't lose his life that way. But it's always happened where we see artists, especially around the Jamaica way direction per se, losing their life in that particular manner, gang-related or some sort of shooting taking place and losing their life like that. It's a sad to see that happen.
Okay. Well, the song. You remember the song?
I remember the song. I actually remember the song. I remember the song. Big tune. Gotta quickly see if I could pull up one. I may have it here, but that's gonna take some time to make a search for that right now. But certainly do remember that. Sad though. Sad note that had to happen. It's 15 minutes after the hour this morning here on K105. Gary, due for a break. Let's take it when we come back. We got much more to throw out for you folks who are listening and viewing this morning, all part of Good Morning Grenada.
And Roger. Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Imagine
having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
So to be live back here on K105, GBN TV, our social media, of course, platforms. Good morning once again, and welcome. You know, Gary, we were trying to play that song a while ago, Master Control and Get It, but I got a vast collection here as always. So let me see if I can drop it. Let me give you that little touch. See if folks remember this one. The Mighty Diamonds.
Chip on the left hand side. Pass the cold chip on the left hand side. It a go up. It a go down. Jano. Pass the cold chip on the left hand side. Jano. It was a cool and lovely breezy afternoon.
That's the Mighty Diamonds there for you. Pass the country, man. So, folks, the memory, of course, came back to them when after hearing that. And, that's the actual Tabby Diamond doing the lead vocal. And he has been the lead vocalist of the band for years. From inception.
Big up to Peter Mitchell. He said they couldn't find his son. So, I'm not sure if he's... speaking in relation to this story, maybe some back information. They couldn't find his son, so his father had to pay the dire consequence.
Oh, man. Sad that have to happen. Sad that have the Almighty rest of soul. And hope some kind of conclusion could come to that. Find the perpetrators or whoever did this, and they could be brought to justice. All right? Hey, Gary, it's time for the Celebrations Club this morning. Let's get into that. And then when we come back, we should chat some more. All part of Good Morning Grenada. Let me say good morning and happy birthday to those of you celebrating today. I want to wish you a happy birthday. If it's your B-Day today, I want to wish you all the best. And certainly hope you will enjoy to the max. Let me see who's celebrating today. Let me see if I can pop my list up this morning and shout you folks out. Now, who's topping off my list this morning? Let's say good morning to Van Byrne Lewis Jr. of Ladigue. Good morning and happy birthday. 14 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to him this morning from his mom, Vondell, his dad, Van Byrne, and all the other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Antonis Anderson of Adelphi. Actually resides in the Pedmonte area. Goodness going out to her this morning from her mom, Janice, her dad, that's Anthony, other family members and friends. Samantha George of Union in St. Andrew, good morning and happy birthday. What about Lorraine Ariel Charles of Sobeys? Good morning. Amanda Joseph of Beauregard, good morning. Gabriel Mitchell of Paraclete, how are you? Good morning and happy birthday. Avienne Latouche of Crochet, actually now resides in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Alicia John of Providence. Good morning. All the best on your B-Day today. She also resides in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday to you from her mom. That's Jeanette, Daddy Williams, sending out this morning. All the other members of the family. Violet Joseph of Belmont in St. George. Good morning. Happy birthday to you. Antonia Alexander of Adelphi. Good morning. Happy birthday. What about Marcia Regis of Post Royal celebrating? Jason Williams of Cloget. Good morning and happy birthday. All the family members. Yeah, so many to shout out this morning. I wouldn't get all in this morning, but all the family members coming together wish you happy birthday. Cynthia John of Post Royal celebrating also. What about Collins Sandy of Happy Hill? Good morning and happy birthday from his grandmom. That's Maria Joseph, aka Mom. Let's say good morning to Leisha Alexander of Rose Hill St. Patrick. Good morning to her also and happy birthday. Alex Roberts of Laborie. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to him from his grandmom. That's Louise Lawrence. Wishing him a happy birthday, Mommy. Dorothy's also popping in wishing you happy birthday. What about Elizabeth Perriman of Brudge Grove? Good morning and happy birthday. All the best on your birthday today. Jada Terrell of Post Royal. St. Andrew, good morning, happy birthday also. Florence Thomas of Blair's. Good morning. Edric Forrester, who's in Canada. Good morning and happy birthday. Hadasha Noel King of Maribor, 15 years old today. Good morning. Happy birthday. Emon Williams of Tivoli in St. Andrew. Good morning from his mom, that's Cheryl, his dad, William. Wishing him a happy birthday. Ronnie Jeffrey, who's is in the USA. Good morning. From his wife, Stephanie. Wishing him a happy birthday also. Clement Celestine of Bolio. Good morning. Happy birthday. Saying good morning to Teresa Nelson of Grand Roy. How you doing? It's your birthday today also. Good morning and all the best. Jolene Budd, who's in North Carolina in the USA. Good morning to her this morning. And goodness going out to her from her son Chad, her daughter Chadlyn, grandchildren, all wishing her a happy birthday. Also, Kadisha Simon of High Street in Satis. Good morning. Jane Jerome, Auntie Jane, how you doing? Happy birthday. Greetings going out to her this morning. She actually resides at Cruikshank, that's Cruikshank Road. That's inside of Victoria. Good morning. Let's say good morning to Karen Joseph Lynch of Latas in St. Patrick. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to her this morning from her husband, that's Mavis. Timothy Alexander of Sates. Good morning, happy birthday. What about Vanessa Andrew of Bellevue in St. George? Good morning and happy birthday. Sherry Johnson Francis of Mardi Gras. Good morning, happy birthday to you from her mom, Joy. Her husband is also chipping in and wishing a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Sarana Noel. Good morning and happy birthday. Precious Olive, how you doing this morning? Of Backstreet in the Satis. Good morning. All the best on your birthday today. She's actually 10 years old. All the best. Let's say good morning to Jodessa Daly of River Sally. Good morning and happy birthday. All the best on your B-Day today. How much Jodessa is actually celebrating 11 years today. 11 years old. Happy birthday to you, Jodessa. Michaela Shamika Rubin of Corinth in St. David's. Good morning. Happy birthday. Goodness good to her from Mommy Mary, her grandmom, her children also. Also saying good morning to that's Neville James of Windsor Forest. What about Julian Fedrick of Monrush? Good morning. Delroy Worm of Montjaloux. Good morning and happy birthday. Also saying good morning to Mary Antoine of Point. That's in the Fontenoy area. Good morning and happy birthday. Bevel Pierre. She's in the U.S. Good morning and happy birthday to her. Let's say good morning to Samantha Klein of Crochet. And finally on my list this morning, there are a couple of anniversaries on the list this morning. Let's say good morning and happy 22nd wedding anniversary going out to Margaret and Raymond Logie of Tivoli. 22 years of marital bliss. Second couple on my list this morning, that's Keith and Gloria Felix of Mount Horn. They're celebrating 21 years of marital bliss. Congratulations on their anniversary. And the final couple on the list this morning, that's John and Faith Antoine of Beauregard. That's in the Brudge Grove area. Good morning. They're celebrating their 4th wedding anniversary. Congratulations to the couple celebrating their anniversary and all of the birthday celebrants for today. I want to wish you all the best. We should have had some on my WhatsApp, but some reason my WhatsApp seemed to be frozen up on me just a wee bit, so can't give a that. During the when we wrap up this morning, I try to get that refreshed and shout you folks out. So that's it for the birthday list this morning, Gary. I want to wish all of the birthday celebrants a happy birthday and all the best to celebrate your birthday on the 1st day of April. It's kind of it's a sort of a day. to celebrate your birthday anyway. But happy birthday to you, and certainly hope that you're having a great morning thus far. So that's it. Once again, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to all of the birthday celebrants. So we're back live here on Good Morning Grenada. It's GT and Gary. It's G Squared. And if you want to chime in anytime, folks, in terms of course, when we're chatting, and you probably want to participate, the number you can call via is 435-2041. You want to send us a WhatsApp, you could do it also via the same number. That's 435-2041. Good morning, Grenada, and say good morning to our social media platforms this morning. Those of you, of course, via Facebook, don't forget to share the live and continue to share the live. Gary, back.
100%. Good morning to you once again. Hey, I just had a look outside GT, and it is raining, and it is set up like a miserable person.
Wow.
You know, it is set up like a miserable person. So it looks like we are in for the long haul today. Friday, the first day of April.
Well,
Happy
so sad.
Tom Fool's Day.
Well, it's good for the rain, and folks who are planning an outdoor activity today may have to cancel it a little bit. I hope not. If the rain doesn't hold up in the next hour or two. My youngsters were supposed to have their sport meet today at the Old Trafford playing field, so I hope that doesn't hinder the sport meet today in terms of the rain coming. You know, so.
Oh, there's a sport meet today?
Yeah, well, Grenada Junior Academy, those youngsters, they're having their sport meet today.
Poor kids.
You know,
it's going to be a wet one.
Wet one, man. Man.
Happy birthday to Elton Charles. Happy birthday to you. It's coming from Veronica Sandy, viewing us right now on the Facebook Live. Don't forget to share it up.
Yep. I had so much shout-outs via the WhatsApp, but some reason it's frozen up on me, so I have to have it restarted. I'm probably going to get it in before we wrap up this morning.
Hey, we got a GBN I saw, boy. I thought this one was rather disturbing, to say the least. You know, if Master Control can just pull that one, not too sure if that can be done. I know how it goes. But, hey, GBN I saw captured. You with me, GT?
I'm with you.
Captured a picture of a seemingly secondary school student perched on the back appears to be chairs, and he made himself a comfortable seat.
That is dangerous.
On top of those stacked heavily, or should I say highly stacked chairs.
No, that is
Look
dangerous.
at the picture right there.
I'm looking at it, Gary. But that's dangerous. And wasn't there a teacher or someone in the school didn't see the youngster? I mean, sitting on the chair that high, and that could be.
Well, we don't know if he was going to school or coming from school. I'm not too sure exactly what his direction was.
But that's a dangerous practice there, and I don't think youngsters should practice that at all. I think he could have
adults are there. There's
I'm seeing an adult there who probably could have told that individually.
Could have said something, you know. So sad.
Wait, things youngsters
that could have ended so badly.
And the things that youngsters get themselves involved in sometimes. I hope his parents see that and give him a scolding when he gets home. You understand? If that could happen anyway.
Can't be trend these days.
Yeah, that's what I said. If that could happen, you know, you can't do that. You know. Wow.
The funeral for soccer artist Dexter Blacks is set to y'all. It's on April the 6th, and it's going to be at Queen's Park, Savannah, in Trinidad. We continue to mourn and, of course, to cherish the memories of what has been a very, very, how should I put it, legendary career for the man himself, soca artist Blacks.
All right.
We got a speech from, I'm not sure if Master Control might be able to pull that up. We had a speech which was which is said to be his last speech, and he made a few comments. He was speaking in relation to the pandemic and how the soca artists were affected. He also mentioned how he was not paying for studio time in cash because he couldn't afford it. In fact, the producers had to somewhat batter. Okay, you can't pay me, so give me 50% of your royalties. That sort of thing. So he was really, sending out that clarion call, if you will, to people to, of course, keep in mind the entertainers, because a lot of them are suffering, even though they're not saying anything.
And one of the main causes of it, Gary, was the pandemic, huh? One of the main causes.
Oh, definitely.
One of the main causes was the pandemic, So, once again, our condolences to the family of Blacks. And his funeral comes up on the 6th. And hopefully we get an opportunity to view it, per se. I don't see we could have that last speech for him there, though, but...
Right now I have a MacBook. Anybody want a laptop, a computer to buy? I just sell out stuff, to meet ends meet. Also, we are to thank producers who will batter the skills. Like for me, being as one of the older ones in the industry, you find most producers now will batter the skills. They wouldn't look for money up front. They will share, so that is how I record 50% of the electronic sales, and we work out something, and a lot of people talk about artists could go outside and earn money. It is not so for every artist.
All right, good. That was Black making that last speech there, and you could hear the passion in his voice there, Gary.
And his speech songs from that clip sounded a bit labored.
Yeah.
So you could tell that, he was definitely ailing in health. And that was said to be his last public speech, really.
All right.
Making a clarion call, was asking the ministers and the prime minister, ease up the pandemic. Of course, they're gonna do that on April the 4th, but he was suggesting, even though it's a 500 people or 250 people in the venue, at least there is something still. The artists need to make a living, you know what I mean? But boy, I tell you, things were bad for Blacks.
Oh man, sad to have heard that though. Say he have a MacBook, anybody wants it, link him. Yeah.
I was searching for a MacBook up until recently. Had I probably heard that in time, I might have, answered that call.
Man, I know. Anyway, Gary, we due for a break. Let's take that break and we come back. We come back with much more here on the Good Morning Grenada. Stick and stay with us.
Home is easy.
My granddaughter.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
You mentioned the wing kai, then you have things like man, you must come back, We have the low folder.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men, he saw me, called me, and asked for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Via GBN TV. Matter of fact, we are live via GBN TV right now. Also, we're heading back live via, of course, the folks at Hot 98. Good morning to the listeners over there. Hope all is well with everyone. It's Friday. Hey Gary, we're back live here on GBN TV K105. It's Good Morning Grenada.
Very much so.
Welcome.
Very good morning today. Today's Friday. Let's make the best out of it.
Yeah. What a way to wrap up the week this week, man. It's been a pretty interesting weekend this by sound, ain't it? Lots happened.
Very much so.
Lots happened this week.
Hey, big up to Peter on the Facebook Live. He says that it's raining in Toronto right about now, but that doesn't mean much. Hey, make the best out of it, Peter.
Yeah. Hey, just a quick reminder. Just a quick reminder, Gary. Don't forget the Accent Altar coming out and be part of the That's All Drummers and Drum Lovers. It's happening this Sunday. That's the 3rd of April. The Tivoli Cultural Center suddenly will come alive. Family and friends. It's an evening of fun with games, food, drum, and dance. All right, so come out and be part of it, put on for you by the Tivoli Drummers. All right, so come on out and support that to the max this Sunday the 3rd. All right,
y'all heard that?
Yeah, you heard that, man.
Pretty larceny, boy.
Yeah,
there's a big issue here in Grenada these days, and it's under the spotlight. The Royal Grenada Police Force and the pretty larceny department is definitely making efforts to clamp down on pretty larceny. So all you farmers out there should be really happy to understand should be comforted really by the fact that the Royal Grenada Police Force, they've got your back.
Yep.
They've got your back. And now if Master Control could run a clip of the chief police officer, the top cop, speaking about this issue, I think he's made some very important points. And it's amazing that they've managed to narrow it down to what they've mentioned in that speech. I'm not too sure if Master Controllers.
3% of total reported crimes. And it may lead one to say we do not have a larceny problem. Our intelligence and our information from the ground, the plethora of complaints that we are having from members of the public and the farming community suggests that while it is fact that this is what is reported, we do have a problem. The facts are not there. And we believe that we are suffering from under-reporting, where you go to your farm and you see some produce gone and you just can't bother. Because you get lost in the court, the police didn't come, whatever the case may be, but you don't bother. And you start eating your own losses, leading into your own frustrations that probably might affect your motivation for farming.
All right.
And I think that's at the end of that statement he summed it up pretty much, because a lot of farmers, whether they are conscious of it or not, have found themselves in that very same predicament.
Yeah, just can't be bothered. Just can't be bothered.
So you have to wonder if that's the reason why here in Grenada that so very few people, so many people are interested or not interested in farming. All right.
Yeah.
Do we have any farmers viewing and listening to us right about now, by the way?
You know, folks.
Let's hear from you.
I plant my stuff. People steal it. So how you're hearing about people planting stuff also, and they turns around where their stuff have been stolen. So hey, what? I ain't getting into that. You understand? Yeah. I'm gonna probably get into something where whatever I do, benefits me more. We'll say that.
You spend days in the hot sun, early mornings in the weather like it is right now. You go to the garden, you plant up, you break your back creating, of course, all those produce, only to come one day to find half of it
stolen.
Stolen. I mean, that doesn't give you much of a motivation to go back, no?
Yeah. That's
and
so
then,
true.
Of course,
so true.
People would say the police don't react, but the police is now saying only 3% of all pretty larceny crimes are reported. Only 3%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a sad situation, and we more now than ever before, we need to be going to the garden. You see how things getting expensive?
You know, Gary, I understand too, because, you know, you can speak for from farmers who say, I report this, no one is get caught, you understand, or no one is caught when I see these things are stolen, and, you know, you probably said, I see this individual, selling my produce, and I know this individual does not have a farm, you understand, and where he's getting this thing and he's selling it, and you say, well, that actually belongs to me, because you have some way of proving it, and then, you know, nothing happens. You know, so it deters the farmer per se from going on and reporting this anymore. I ain't gonna bother with this because I've lost it, and I reported it already once, twice, maybe 3 times I've reported, and nothing actually came out of me reporting. Nothing came out of it. You understand?
I think that there is a history of farmers' produce being damaged, stolen, whatever the case might be, and of course nothing ever comes out of any reporting done. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to hear from the top cop that this is all about, this is about to be changed. And that's good news.
Well, we certainly heard a couple of weeks ago, there was, of course, one of the superintendents in police, he will be in charge of the pre-arson force. So we hope that makes a difference. You understand?
Yeah, man.
In terms of when you report or... They've just been there always looking at the farms. You know, farmers could let them know where their farms are and so forth, and they could go on out and always do some surveillance of the farms and stuff like that, and try to curb that problem.
Yeah, and I'm very passionate about this because I've done a lot of farming in the last few years. I've done a lot of farming, and it's not easy, boss. You think it ain't easy to do all this hard work and somebody else come and benefit from it, right? Or you come one day and your entire field of produce is trampled upon by animal.
I know.
You know, because somebody did not take care to properly secure the animals. Come on now.
And that's another part of it. I mean, we talking about the pre-nasty where folks actually steals, but some individuals, you know, let's use a simple word. For wickedness' sake, would let go the animals into your farm.
Let them run free.
Let them run free. And, you know, destroy all your produce. You know, and that's not nice. A couple of, was it sometime, the earlier part of last year, I was looking at a farmer in the St. Andrews area who was showing where someone let a cow release in his farm and destroyed all of his, you know, watermelon. You understand? Not one, we talking, but all of it. Not one remained. You understand?
I had somebody in my area where I was farming one time because I got a lot of, you know, fig trees on my area. Listen, man, a cow got away. And I kid you not, that cow charged through that garden, that farm, where I operated, and took down every fig tree in its way.
I mean, you could laugh at it now, eh? I know the
I'm
feeling.
laughing because there's nothing else to say.
You can laugh at it now, but, you know, during the process of it, you could say, man, what is this? You know, what is this? It's not nice to hear that. You know, it's not nice to hear that. Let's move on, man. It's Good Morning Grenada here on the K105 Hot 98 GBN TV or social media platforms. Good morning to one and all wherever you're at around the world. Thanks for being part of it. It's Friday, the first day of the month of April 2022. May I remind the folks, Gary, don't forget June the 4th. Yeah, King of the Grill.
King of the Grill.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Once again, I want to reach out to all the teachers out there. I want to say to you guys, keep the faith.
Yeah.
All the best. And we know the High Court ruling is in your favor. You know, during the news, the gentleman made a very good point. He said that this is not just going to affect the teachers per se, in a positive way, of course. It's going to trickle down to generations to come. It's going to, make the living standard of many families, many homes, much better.
Much better, man.
All right? We just hope that $1 billion can be found.
Well, it will gonna have to be. They gotta find it somewhere or the other. You know, one somewhere or the other. Because
you have a teacher in your family?
No, I don't.
That's sad.
I
need to find a teacher family somewhere. Long lost cousin who's a teacher.
I had a sister. I have a sister who was a teacher back then, but I don't think she may be qualified for that now. Anyway.
Well.
Yeah.
I think once you are a teacher from 1985 and retired, you're qualified. I think.
Well, she was way before that, so most likely she ain't gonna be qualified. She won't be qualified. Anyway, that's another story. Let's move on. Hey, Gary, we drew for a short break. Let's take that break, and when we come back, we tune for tune. We should also be having Checkley popping in. Hopefully this morning. I'm not sure we should be having Checkley this morning.
No
Checkley this morning. But let's take that break, and when we come back, we get set for the tune for tune segment. I'm not sure what you have lined up. I haven't had anything lined up I haven't thought of a song to play this morning as yet.
I'm ready for you.
I'm just going to be spontaneous this morning and just play something. Junior break, I go find a song to play. All right.
Get ready for a season of grooving smooth and live on GBN. Grooving Smooth and Live is a 1-hour performance gig every Thursday from 8 p.m. featuring performances from our local musicians and short interviews discussing all things musical. Every Thursday, a different musician and a different instrument will be featured, from the violin to the saxophone to the trumpet, guitar, and steel pan. Our local musicians playing, improvising, and educating us on all genres of music. Join GBN with host musicians Matthias and Shireen and a special guest every Thursday at 8 p.m. It's Grooving Smooth and Live on GBN.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new...
Good morning, Grenada, and we are now live via GBN TV. Gary, we're back live this morning. We're back live, and we're certainly getting ready for our Tune for Tune segment this morning. As soon as Gary's ready for me, we're certainly going to take that. See, like somebody is distracting Gary just a little bit. Somebody's giving a little distraction. I don't know who's bothering me there this morning. You're live on TV, bro. You're certainly live, so get set for Good Morning Grenada, the Tune for Tune segment. Selected a tune later this morning. I hope it comes out triumphant within the two of us this morning. I'm certainly hoping for that. Hey, caught you with your headphone off the air a while ago, man.
So you all set him up, right?
Yeah, so we setting you up this morning. Anyway, so you ready? With the final 10 minutes of the show, Gary, and Tune for Tune. It's Friday.
Tune for Tune shortly. Yeah. The St. George's University announced yesterday that hundreds of its students secured residencies during this year's Match Day. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, Match Day is one of the most important days of a medical student's career. All right. It's where they, of course, get to be placed in different workplaces now as trainees and things.
Okay.
So the St. George's University is very proud of that fact. All right. So residencies from across 18 specialties in 42 states in the District of Columbia. All right. And the District of Columbia.
All right.
So they will begin their residency programs in a range of highly competitive specialties, including surgery, anesthesiology, emergency medicine, neurology, and more. So, hey, congratulations once again to all you students, and indeed, hats off to the St. George's University for a job as per usual. Well done. We got a birthday greeting I would like to send out here, GT.
Go right ahead.
I'm not sure if you got it, but I got it right here. Someone is saying, I would like to send out birthday wishes to my brother Easton Sandy of Telescope in St. Andrews, my cousin Azza Johnson in Canada, and my nephew Elton Charles in Salisbury Road, from Veronica Sandy, all the way inside of NYC.
All right. I just have a two popping in on me here also. Let me say good morning and happy birthday. She doesn't just saying they want to send out birthday greeting to their son, Boko. And they wishing him all the best. And greetings going out to him this morning from his mom, Morella. She's wishing him a happy birthday today. And the final one this morning goes out to, let me get this one in, saying good morning to Pashon Haynes of River Road, celebrating today. Pashon, good morning and a happy birthday, celebrating today. Greetings going out to her this morning from Clovina and family. And those are some late ones just popping in on us there this morning. So once again, happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating your birthday today. All right. And final one, Gary, just popping in there this morning. Wow, we're getting like a second birthday greeting segment here. Let me say good morning to teacher Rita Jeremiah. Greetings going out to her this morning. Wishing her a happy birthday, all the love, and have a good one on your birthday today. That's Rita Jeremiah. All right, Gary, that's where we...
ready for it, you know?
I'm ready for it.
Ready for the tune for June?
Yeah, you go first. It's Friday.
I'm going to go first?
Yeah, go first. Go first. Go first, man.
This song is coming down from The Voice. It's called A Peace of Mind. And many of you all are seeking a peace of mind this morning. I wish you good luck.
But Lord, I can't take the dirty ways no longer. I don't know if you have noticed, but I own money and progress. If you have a serious motive, give me loud and clear. I don't want them people calling. 'Cause I own a different vibes, and you have some different vibes. Don't call. If I have to risk my peace of mind, tell the devil you look, boy, you ain't find it. I'm not where I really want to be. So please don't try and heavy me. Oh no, 'cause 2020 was fresh already. So I ain't losing no sleep for nobody. I don't know if you will notice, but I own money and progress. If you have a serious motive, hear me loud and clear. Don't call me. I don't want them people calling. 'Cause I own a different vibes, and you have some different vibes. Don't call me. And anyway I see a party, it's a big way. No long talk, no small talk, it's a big way.
Can't believe you want to take all the space this morning, with that song, boy. Well, what's happened to you this morning, my brother? What's happened to you this morning?
I'm in that kind of space right now.
All right.
I'm in that kind of space right now.
I like to throw the old stuff out, the older stuff out, being that classic feel of things. I'm on the classic side, so.
Do you think, man? Let me tread cautiously because this morning hot like fire.
Let me go with this.
Get down to roots, remember we tradition. For this Kambule, Jambalasi ruling this time. Yes, we everywhere, taking it from the grapevine. We breaking all rules with fun, picong and rhyme. If the campaign didn't pass in the yard, they wouldn't have say, oh, me mad bad, no torpedo pass in the yard. You say to make it better, you make me sting me finger. Now only 1 year later, this country having heart failure. Hey, you vote, you don't vote.
Okay. I like to keep it Grenadian. I like to keep it authentic.
Damn thing.
Yeah. That's what I call an authentic Grenadian song. You understand? Most international back then. Jambalasi Rules. That's the name of the song, if in case you missed it. So that's so.
GT, you got it, boy. Veronica right on the ball this morning. She ain't wasting no time.
Yeah.
GT all the way, Mooney says.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
GT,
man.
you got it. Ingrid says, so you already 3 up on me, boy.
Yeah. What a way to wrap up the week. I've been hitting you for the last 2 days, man.
3 already, man.
Yeah, the last 2 days I've been hitting you really, really hard for the last 2 days. So,
Moss International versus Voice out of Trinidad with Peace of Mind.
Let's go over to the phone line. Good morning.
Morning, GT. How are you?
I'm doing 100%. How about you this morning, Tanti?
Not too bad. Morning, Gary. How are you?
Morning, Tanti. I'm A-OK.
All right. I'm voting for one for the devil coming.
That's for Links for me this morning, boy.
Tanti actually gave us a remix there, you know. Run for the devil coming, you know. Yeah, she actually
Thank
remixed
you, Tanti. Have a blessed day.
And I've just got one day on WhatsApp. Somebody said, GT, my grandmother had really liked that song. You understand? So, hey, lesson's good.
I guess there is another vote for you.
Yeah, it's another one there for me, man. Yeah, no, I actually found a song that could actually trample that voice. You understand? Well, voice track is a big tune. You understand? It's big. But found something now that would actually trample it this morning, and that's so good. I got another caller online this morning. Let's go. Let's take it. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell us.
I think maybe what was the second song?
Jambalasi Rules. And you like that one, right?
Thanks a lot, caller.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
All right, Gary. Well, you know, you think we want to accept any more? We want to take any more? I ain't even hearing nothing. All I'm seeing is GT all the way via WhatsApp also. You've been trampled. You've been trampled this morning, for real.
Take win, play tune again, one on call.
You know, that's like a big boot trample there for you, man, you know?
Yeah, man, that government boots are getting, boy.
Here we get to the wrap up. 3.5 minutes moving on before the top of the hour. Jambalasi Rule. Now, this tune, of course, just gets you in a mood every time you hear it. You know, as I told you yesterday, Gary, when you decide to run for election, you probably could have this as one of your campaign songs, you know? You never know.
After politics is tricks, boy.
You never know, man. Now, you're not getting in it for the tricks part of things, but you understand. You can make a difference, my brother. You can make a difference. I see one more caller coming. Let's see who they're going to give. They're going to give you some love this morning. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yes.
Jambalasi
Rule.
Okay.
Have a good morning, and thank you so much. Why? I'm overwhelmed this morning, Gary. I ain't even hear what for you, Mike. Anyway. It's all good. It's still a love, man. It's still a love. No worries about that. Still a love, man. Song too big to be taken apart this morning, man. You know. Anyway, Gary, we straight up 1 minute to go before we wrap up this morning. It's a pleasure as always. What a great way to wrap up this particular week of Good Morning Grenada. Next week, you know, we are as of today is actually into a brand new month. You know,
I just reading here that Chris Rock has made his first return to the stage since being slapped by Will Smith.
Yeah.
He made a brief comment. He said he's still kind of processing what happened.
I've been reading that too. Hey, man, he that has gotten him some a level of love there, man. The show, which usually is a $50 ticket was sold for like $700. You understand?
Yeah, man.
$700 plus.
He said other than that, everything is pretty good with him. You know? He's still trying to process.
Yeah,
that slap would have been real hard. He's still trying to process.
I agree with him, man. You know, throw that in the bush, man. That's just throw that whole thing in the bush for you. Next week we ain't gonna be talking about that. Believe me. Next week we ain't gonna be talking about that. Yeah, what we gonna talking about for the end of the day, for the entire weekend.
Have a good day, Grenada. A pleasure being with you, man.
Take it easy, my brother. Take it easy over on the hot side of things, man. We out of here.